Hey there, this is Kara with ByteStand, and this video is going to help current ByteStand MCF merchants add and set up a new Amazon marketplace to their current app. So on my screen, we are in a store. The first thing we're going to work on is adding the marketplace to our account. So you're going to go ahead and click on account and exit out of this setup video. In our test store today, this store is already set up in the United States marketplace. So when you add a secondary marketplace, you have to make sure that you're already a Amazon FBA seller in that marketplace on Amazon Seller Central, and that your physical inventory is also stored in that marketplace. They're not going to ship United States stored products to Canada or vice versa. So for this example, we are going to add Canada to the account. So what you would do on step one, you've already got one marketplace associated over here. You would click on add for Canada. A new pop-up is going to appear. It's going to be for Amazon Seller Central. You're going to have to log in and make sure in the upper left-hand corner that you are logging in to your new marketplace. So in this case, it would be Amazon Canada. You'll approve those permissions, and then it's going to send you back into the app. And at that point in ByteStand, Canada and United States would both say remove because now they've both been added. And over here, you'll have USA, fixed rates, and then your new marketplace, which would be Canada, but it's going to be blank, okay? So next, you're going to scroll down and move on to step 2. So we're going to press next. And over here, you're going to see multiple marketplaces. So in this case, we'd see USA and we'd see Canada. Notice that your current marketplace is already set up, with a price. Next, you'd want to click on Canada or your marketplace that's going to be under this and select your order fulfillment process. Typically, we ask that you stay the same. So if USA is fixed rates and you're adding Canada, it also needs to be fixed rates at $25 a month. If you need to add add-on features for this new marketplace, you can do so below. Press save. You're going to see the price change over here to the right, and then press next. If you're not already paying for and using the inventory sync, which is an add-on feature, press no thanks and then next. But in this example, the store is using inventory sync, so you would just press save and you would press next. You're going to be sent to the coupon page. There's nothing to enter here. Press next. And then because ByteStand does charge per marketplace for order fulfillment, you will be sent to a Shopify app subscription page with the new higher price. You are not charged immediately. You're just charged on that billing cycle. And it's going to be increased the next time that you are charged. You'll approve that, and then you'll be sent back to this home page here in ByteStand, and now you have connected your new marketplace. So let's go ahead and let's set that up for you. The first thing that you want to set up is the Flex page. Now, Flex is order fulfillment. Since you've had the app installed and set up and running, your products are already set up for handle fulfillment and automatic fulfillment in that marketplace. But now you need to add a secondary marketplace. So I've switched stores for a good example, but under handle fulfillment, if this is a product that is available in multiple marketplaces that you've connected, now when you make the selection, you're going to see all of the marketplaces under handle fulfillment that you previously enabled in the account. So for example, if we were doing this for the United States and Canada, you would want to go ahead and select USA, Canada, and it's going to look like this. If you want us to automatically send the products and the orders over to Amazon, automatic fulfillment needs to be turned on, and then you're going to scroll up and you're going to press save. If you ever come into this screen and your new or edited products or SKUs are not on the screen, go ahead and press the refresh SKU list. Sometimes I press it twice, and then when you search for your new SKUs, they're going to appear in the list. Make note of your product SKUs. It is very convenient if you sell products in multiple marketplaces that the SKU is the same in every single marketplace. If it's not, you're going to have to either use our virtual bundle tool to translate one of your marketplace's SKUs into the correct SKUs in the backend, or you're going to have to duplicate product SKUs. So you're going to need a US product SKU and a Canada product SKUs. Once you've set up handle fulfillment and automatic fulfillment for all of your marketplaces, like I said, make sure you press save, and then we're going to move on to the rate card page, which you can access over here in the menu under rates. In the past, you've had to set up manual or Amazon or imported rate cards for your marketplaces. If you start it with the United States, it can kind of look something like this. So for USA, manual rates, they have an expedited option, ship by seller and then it says standard shipping, and we're translating all of these rate names into words that Amazon will understand. So if we add Canada, we need to come in here and say, for my Canada marketplace, my rate type is manual. I'm going to use the word standard and map it to the word standard and save it. If you're using multiple words like standard and expedited, so you save it and then you add a secondary card, manual, and you say expedited and map it to expedited and save it. So now it's up here and it's just pushing your rate cards further down. And we're going to move on to the next step, which is your Shopify shipping settings, which means we're going to click on settings in the lower left-hand corner, and then we're going to go to shipping and delivery. After that loads, you could be a store with multiple shipping profiles or with one. For the sake of time, we're going to stick to one. So we're going to go to the general shipping profiles. And once we're in here, we're going to scroll down to the fulfillment location and the rates. And what's important is under fulfillment locations, you previously had one ByteStand location. Well, now you should have many. If you do not, you will want to click on add locations and select your new ByteStand locations and add them under fulfillment locations. The next thing that you're going to want to do is look in your shipping zones. Now, previously, I had my United States set up using the word standard and expedited, which I created over in the ByteStand app on the rate page, but you also need to set up the Canada location. So let's go ahead and let's set one up really quick together as an example. So we would want to add a shipping zone. We're going to name it Canada, and only you will see this. Customers won't see this part. Then we're going to select Canada and press done. So now we say, hey, we ship to the United States and we ship to Canada, but remember, with manual rates, you have to create your own rate titles and prices. So you're going to add a rate. We're going to use a flat rate. It's custom, and whatever words you set up on the rate card pages in ByteStand have to match over here. So if you're using the word standard, that's the price we're going to use over here in ByteStand. So let's say you want to offer everyone $5 standard shipping, and let's say it's a little bit more complex, but you want to offer them standard shipping that is free if the order is over $50. So now the customer, based off of their cart amount, they're going to get the word standard, but they're either going to pay $5 for shipping, or if it's over $50, they're going to get free shipping. And previously, let's say you also set up that expedited option. So you have to spell it the same way. And let's say expedited is $10.99. So no matter what, at this point, customers will receive an expedited option and a standard option at checkout. And standard's just going to be different based off of the cart amount. So the important thing here is your fulfillment locations have to have all of the ByteStand locations in them. And then you have to set up zones for those countries or marketplaces with rates that you're in charge of and rate names that match what you put inside of the ByteStand MCF shipping app on the rate page. Saying that, you've enabled the new marketplace, you have set up the new marketplace in Flex for order fulfillment, you've set up the matching rate cards for the new marketplace, and you have created the correct location and fulfillment zone inside of your Shopify shipping settings. So for order fulfillment, you're finished. If you do have inventory sync on and you do want us to sync the inventory of this new marketplace, you should already have the sync button on the ByteStand app right here. Notice how this store has some products set up in the UK only, so you would want to use your menu to the right and go ahead and click on products and sync settings. And in here, you'll have the option now to set up your multiple marketplaces, sync inventory, and press save. When you get done with that, you'll be able to go back to your product sync, and you'll notice that products will have multiple flags, which you can then select, sync SKUs, and sync the selected SKUs. So this is a longer video, but it does help merchants that are adding new marketplaces in. Gives you kind of step-by-step rules to follow. If you have a specific or special setup, please reach out to us. You can get on ByteStand.com and go to Contact Us and find all of these ways to get a hold of us Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Happy shipping!